Okay, this is a pretty epic thought for the Dusk One Way show. Maybe a narrative with definitely a narrative. An example of how I think using my favorite example that I always forget to reference more clearly, a tuning fork in the multiverse. Let's use those two things since one is trending more than the other. Okay, let's get to it. My perception and my sense of reality is like a tuning fork in the middle of a line of tuning forks resonating at different frequencies. The one that's in the exact center is my reality. And I'm most balanced when I am adjacent, almost in tune with my left or my right, the next parallels, left or right of me. And to give you an understanding of what that even means, it's the contrast. My perspective, my objective ground itself in one reality, in one continuum of in the moments, is so objective that the contrast between the left and the right, for the lack of better definition in these fourth dimensional terms, the contrast is what allows me to further ground myself. And I think that's when I'm at my most balanced. But even at my most balanced, I'm still experiencing three simultaneous causalities. But the peak of the triangle of these three causalities that are interconnected to actually make the form of my awareness. The peak of it is still the reality that you're listening to right now. But when I'm recording in with the inference that I will be posting this, and upon the reality of you watching it, that message has meaning. So I'm still in this reality with you. However, I'm only certain of that because of the other two I'm simultaneously experiencing. And I'm at my most chaotic, which I think is very similar to having an overwhelming sense of social anxiety, which I've traversed past many years ago, relapsed into, but not as deep, not as definitive for my life. Didn't have much of a negative impact. I was able to experience it and get over it more than being debilitated by it, like socially, to the point where I would have to call friends and they would have to talk me through wherever place I was lost at and having tunnel vision panic attacks. So with that context, on the table of tuning forks, that is my vibrational perspective that leads to me being not only very intuitive and innovative, because the sense of all these things come from experiencing an abundance what if scenario and then manipulating that sense into this reality, hence innovating some shit, right? Because you can see the alternative reality, right? How deep that goes and how much the experience weighs on your singular experience is what's intriguing. Because even my dreams, to be honest, if I have a normal dream about something, like with no dinosaurs and dragons and meteors and planets and wizardry, me trying to fly but literally fighting against reality itself, my normal dreams. If I have a dream that would just be a regular, I did something different in my normal day of life or something in nuance of my normal routine, that dream to me would make me forget that activity still needs to get done, because I dreamt that I've done it, and the feeling of that was so significant, especially in contrast to all the other things I have going on in the CPU brain processing power. I will believe I've done that, and I've caught myself experiencing something that had not been addressed by me, right? There's no way you can mistakenly interpret this as done or not. It was either a cut banana in a fruit salad or it just wasn't. But I dreamt the entire experience. There Therefore, I assumed, with reason to me, that my expectation equals the dream, right? Because it becomes subordinate to my reality, which is terrible and not a frequent occurrence, thank God, because I wouldn't get anything in life done. I mean, people would think I would just be absent-minded, but it would go beyond that. I would have to explain to them, I dreamt that I've done this and I checked it off, but that's just insane. So it's something that I experienced enough to be very cautious of. And I'll try to focus more on, okay, well, what's really going on? Me pull myself away from whatever I'm conceptualizing or experiencing across several alternatives, right? Because, prep time for for life itself. I do try to step back. But even with me stepping back, I don't think I've ever felt still. And that's the tuning fork part. That's the balance for me. It really is just the shifting from left to right to the point where the center one is the clearest, but the other two seem pretty damn real. Are they actually there, or is that tuning fork, is that synchronicity just making triplets, right? That's the perception. So yes, that was me talking about my perception of reality using tuning forks as an element.